Yo, what's good, guys? It's Prosperity and welcome back to a new video here on the channel today. Now guys, in today's video I'm going to be going over 5 things I wish I knew when I first started playing Arc Raiders. Now guys, these are just a few simple things that can help you get established in the game early on, and these are things I wish I would have learned before having as many hours as I do into it. So with that being said, let's hop right into the video. Alright guys, so the very first thing I'm going to show you guys is you can see in the air, you see these hornets. When they're blue, they do not see you, but when they turn orange, they're looking for you. So a cool way about getting around these guys, if you stay under them, they won't actually recognize you. But look, if you shoot in their direction, you see how they turn orange? You just come in the bush here. You see how they're looking for me? As long as you do not move, still orange, it will not turn red. So even though it knows exactly where I'm at, this thing will not turn red. And you see how it just turned blue and went away? So that is a quick and easy way to, if you're having bots shoot at you, or not bots shoot at you, but if you're having bots near you and they turn orange and they're detecting you, a quick, easy fix to get away from that without having to waste ammo and getting shot at and possibly third party is just simply hiding in a bush, man. It's pretty much any leafed area will work for this. And this is just something I wish I realized when I first opened up the game, because man, I cannot tell you how many times I died to a bot. Oh look, there's a player over there. How you doing, buddy? Anyways, let's get on to the second thing. Alrighty, everyone. Moving on to the second thing I'd wish I'd learned sooner when I first turned on the game would be this. This strategy has helped save my life. I couldn't tell you how many times. And I have actually showed this to quite a few friends, and I see them hopping around all the time now. So basically, if you find yourself getting into a gun battle, you have people shooting at you, and you're just like, man, I have no band-aids on me. I don't know how to get out of this. I need to get down, but I'm going to get hurt. It's simple. Just cling. If you're 10 meters or under, you actually can just dolphin dive like that, and you won't take damage. Now, this is something I wish I had learned very early on, and I actually, I found it out randomly when I started hopping in a game. I'm like, wait a second, why didn't I take fall damage? But if you look, I'm in the same spot here. If I just walk off normally, you see how I took damage in the bottom left corner there? So if you guys want to learn how to get off of higher places and not take damage, this is the way to do it. Alrighty guys, so moving on to the third thing, I'm actually going to demonstrate getting myself killed here. This is something I wish I would have learned soon on. Go ahead and kill me. I'm going to shoot at all of them. I'm going to go and let myself get killed here, guys. And I'm going to explain why here in a second. Come on, guys. I'm ready. Finish me off, finish me off, finish me off, finish me off. Alright, there we go. So something I wish I would have learned early on in the game is you can actually still exfil when you're knocked down. You can actually still exfil when you're knocked down, and these things actually cannot kill you. Now, if it's a player, yes, he can kill you. But say you're trying to exfil and these bots knock you down, and you have 100, 200k inventory. Well, the good news is, as long as a player doesn't come around and kill you, you can still exfil. And I'm going to show an example on when this thing opens up that you can still exfil. Now, I learned this randomly, actually, myself in a game because I got down. I'm like, well, I wonder if I can still hop in the thing and exfil. And sure the hell enough, I was able to do that. So, let's wait for this thing to come up, and then we're going to hop down and see if we can exfil out of here. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. There's no way this could be true. Why would he shoot himself? Why would he do any of that? Well, you're about to find out in 3 seconds. Just gonna hop down here real quick. Gonna hop up here and exfil. Just like that, guys. It's that easy. And I'll show you here in a second that it does work. You will leave with what you came in with. And now I came in with just a base kit and I dropped things on the ground. So I didn't have much, but let me go ahead and show you. Continue. And as you can see, I left with the inventory I came in with. Alrighty guys, so the fourth thing I think I'd like to show you guys today, which I'm sure many of you guys have already gone to, but is just simply coming over here to your Raider, coming down here to your skill tree, and building your skill tree. And I think this is something I wish I would have learned early on. Because before I started learning about the game itself and what all of these different things are, I was just using all of my earned skill points on random things. not building towards something. So for starters, I would say if I was to go back and redo this all again, I would run survival all the way up this chain, to get to these 2 items right here. And that's what I'm going to be doing. And we'll start with this one. This one, broad shoulders, increases the maximum weight you can carry. Now, if you're in the game and you're looting up and you keep getting over encumbered, it's because you have so much loot on you. This is where this would come in handy right here. This will allow you to carry more weight on your shoulders and be able to move quicker with that weight on your shoulders. So I do definitely recommend not building this way, but building this way up to get this one first. And then honestly, the second one I'd get after that is this right here. It's called Looter's Look. While looting, there's a chance to reveal twice as many items at once. So it's possible you down someone, right? You knock them out, you go into their inventory, and it is very possible that once this is all leveled up highly, you have a 50% chance that this is going to give you one of the items twice. So say there's a renegade in that guy's backpack. Well, there's a 50% chance that this will spawn 2 renegades in his backpack for you to pick up. So as far as survival, I think I would want to rank all the way up to these 2 right here and then start working these ones in. Now moving over to mobility. Mobility is very important. If we go through these, Marathon Runner, moving across, costs less stamina. Youthful Lungs increases your max stamina. Carry the momentum after a sprint, dodge, roll. Sprinting does not consume stamina for a short time. Has cooldown between uses. Just these are all very good. Sturdy ankles. You take less fall damage when falling from a non-lethal height, which can kind of go back to that point of video I said earlier, from 10 meters or below. If you sprint, dodge, roll off of it, you won't take fall damage. So I think mobility, in my opinion, is the most important one out of all of them. Because here's the deal: if you can't move in the game, you're gonna die. Right? You got to be able to move. You got to be able to swaver. You got to be able to get out of danger and move on to what you have to do. So mobility, that's why you see me on 23 on mobility, because I'm working on leveling it up fully. I think this is the most important. So if I was to do it again, I'd level up mobility. Any of these are good to these top 2. I'd work up this to get to these. Now moving over to conditioning. Now conditioning is also very important as well. As you see on this first one, wearing a shield that doesn't slow you down as much, right? So if you're going to want to put on a medium shield or a heavy shield, you want to max this one out right here, and I'll go ahead and put one in it. Because what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to carry a bigger shield on you and not slow you down, which would go 2 and 2 with this right here, the broad shoulders, right? These kind of align with each other right here, right? So maxing this one out, and then moving up the mobility chain will allow you to be able to have a lot of loot on you, get out of dodge, get X-filled, and move on to the next round. So this is the 4th thing I'd like to show you guys, because I do think this is the most important. If I was to go back and do this all again, I would do it a little bit differently, but mobility is definitely the most important. And then moving up the survival chain to these. That's my opinion. I do have a buddy who has done this, and this just works so well for him, and I actually have a couple buddies. I just have learned a lot about this, and I figured I'd share that with you guys. Alright, so I think the 5th thing I'd like to show beginners anyways is, if you come over to Workshop, you actually have to make all of these different benches, right? All these different stations in here. But if you do not have the materials to do that yet, and say you don't have the materials to start making simple guns like this, what you can actually do is you can go to your inventory, just say come down to ammo, sell a thing ammo, right? You make a little bit of money, right? And then you can go over here to traders, and this is one of my favorite things. So if you don't have the right materials to craft things, you can simply come over here. Look at that. I can buy a couple of these, go ahead and buy those, and I'm back into the next game, right? So if I come over here to my workshop workbench, as you can see right here, they take power cells. So I just bought those and didn't have to have the rubber parts of the power cells. Now, as far as power cells, these things actually come from shooting the arcs out of the sky. They'll drop power cells, typically 1 in them. But yeah, if you don't have the right materials, you can just move over to the, like I said, the traders. It's very good. Gun shop, you can get different guns, ammo, clinic, get different medical supplies, grenades, obviously grenades and things as such. And it's just very useful. Matter of fact, I usually have so much money on me. I don't right now because I just upgraded my stats to 256, but I usually have so much money on me that that's all I do is I don't even craft. I go in for PvP and I take them out. So that's what I do, guys. So that's definitely something I wanted to share with you as well. Another quick tip for you guys real quick, actually, too, now that I'm thinking about it. If you move over to the workshop area, I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't. Like, if you're new to the game, you're probably clicking play. You're just going in, not knowing what's going on. But if you go down to this chicken right here, he's a little scrappy. If you click on him, it actually regenerates materials for you as the minutes move on, right? So I can go ahead and claim all those materials, and I can come back in 10-15 minutes, and I might have another 10 metal, 10 fabric, 10 plastic parts, and it keeps moving on. So you definitely want to train your scrappy. To get him to level 2, you gotta find a dog collar. So if you get a dog collar, make sure you put it in your safe pocket. Get out of dodge, exfil, come over here, train your scrappy, and it'll start making things faster. I'm working on leveling him up to level 3. It takes lemons and apricots, which are really hard to come by. I've killed multiple players that's had them, and then I wasn't able to get out of the game. So, but definitely use the scrappy to your advantage. That's definitely one thing I would recommend as well. I hope those tips and tricks will help you become a better Arc Raider player. Thank you guys for watching. This video is pretty basic as far as different things you can do. I will be uploading more videos that are more advanced and have a lot more advanced things to do in them, as far as finding keys, going into different rooms, different cash out items, things of that nature, just to help you move along in the game. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a blessed, beautiful day. It's your boy Risperity, and I'm out.